So mine's some of the mess. Again, things are not fully put together. But when you go in here, the first thing you can see is platforms. We have 2 custom-built Olympic weightlifting platforms, 8x8. The only thing we have left to do is essentially just get the stall mats on the side. Our bumper plates, I believe in total we have 680 pounds of bumper plates. We will get more, obviously, if we need them. And we do down here, if you're wondering what these are change plates, which essentially are fractional plates that you can have all the way from right here, which is a 5-pounder, and we have plates as small as these Rogue quarter-pound change plates. So if you really want to get technical, you can bring it down to as much as a quarter of a pound. Now over here we have our jerk blocks by Titan Fitness. Again, they're a little bit messy right now. I've got just some stuff on there. It's kind of almost as my workbench. We have squat stands, so if for some reason the power racks are taken, we have these great squat stands that are nice and sturdy. You can essentially just put right on top of these Olympic platforms and do some squatting, or if you don't want to, bring the deadlift jack all the way over, it gives you a few more options. Chalk, we haven't opened the chalk just yet because I don't want to open it unless someone's actually going to be using it. Here we have our gun rack. We have more bars than this. These are just the 2 Olympic weightlifting barbells. If you don't know anything about barbells, Olympic weightlifting barbells, you do not want to store them in a standard vertical stand because the inside of the sleeve here is usually an oil bearing, which allows it to spin a lot more. And if you put it vertical, the oil starts to drip down and it can actually hurt the spin. So you do want to store these horizontally. The other bars, it's a little more personal preference. Going across this way, again, ignore these boxes. All the bumper plates are in there. We have our cable crossover. Each side has a 200-pound stack to it. You can do high and low. We have our dumbbells. Sorry, not dumbbells. We have our bench presses right here. These are also by Titan Fitness. They are modeled after the Westside barbell style. So you have 1-inch spacings throughout the entire bar right here. You got spotter platforms. And again, good spotters to lead. So in case you are by yourself, you're not in as much danger as if you were just benching on a free bench. We have a glute hand developer, really good for the posterior chain. We have a shoulder press station, which again has safeties inside, so if you're here by yourself, drop the bar, you're not in as much danger. Even though we are a powerlifting gym, we do have a small incline bench in case you do want to do some barbell incline. I do myself, so we got it just in case. And here is really where like a lot of the craziness is going to happen. Again, ignore all the plates everywhere. The trees that have the bumper plates on them right now used to carry these weights, but I want to get the bumper plates out, give this some time to breathe. I have some new plates that are coming in that will get all this a lot more organized. I'm thinking as these deadlift platforms in between here, we're essentially going to have a rack that's going to house about 20 to 45 pounders, so you don't have to go too far if you want to load up your bar. And with that, you can see we have 2 platforms. Again, probably within the week these will be done getting built. We simply just have to get the wood and the rubber plates, not rubber plates, but the stall mats that are going to go in there. We'll have band pegs right here, and we do have bands for you. We got some bands by Rogue. We have some of their smalls, their minis, mediums, and one of their larges. We'll expand those if we need more, or obviously if we have just stronger people. Both these power racks we have by Titan Fitness. One is a T3, one's an X3. They're actually really big, really deep, meaning the inside depth is about a 3 foot by 3 foot. So you're not going to have any reason to feel crammed or feel like there's not enough space. These are both about 92 inches tall. Each one has a pull-up bar, fat and a skinny, so more of an axle bar, and then one that's a little more similar to a standard pull-up bar. And over there you can see one right there. Oh, sorry, there's my finger. That is one of our Ohio Power Bars from Rogue. We also have some deadlift bars coming in as well. Moving over this way, the newest piece that just came in actually yesterday is this Hammer Strength horizontal leg press. Very excited to have it. It's a little safer and also a little bit easier to get in and out of. In here we have the bathroom, which obviously is very important if you know anything about human anatomy and physiology. I got chalk here. This one actually does have some chalk in there because I have been using it a little bit. We have our low row, which is really old school for seated rows and other things. And over here is really going to be for the accessories. We've got dumbbells. We have a standard pair of 5 through 100s GPI Pro Style that came out of Snap Fitness. And then we have some other Pro Styles down below, which are in increments of 120, 130, 140s, and there's a pair of 150s over there. So if you want to get heavy, you can get heavy with the dumbbells. Again, there's a little more for accessory work. And then here we got some accessory benches. This one here actually is a fat pad, meaning that the pad is a little bit thicker, a little bit longer, a little bit wider, so it gives you a little more grip and also makes you feel a little bit more stable. But that's going to be really a general gist of it. So we're going to have our bench presses. Everything meant in here is to have a lot of versatility. So if somebody's on one thing, like for example, if you've got people use in the deadlift platforms. You can deadlift on the weightlifting platforms. If you got two people that are squatting in here, you can use the squat stands and you can still squat. If you got people that are benching in here, you can either use one of these benches, a bench with dumbbells, or if a rack is free, you can take one of these benches, mainly the hefty bench, and slide it right in there. So everything is meant to be very versatile, really focusing on the three main lifts: squat, deadlift, and bench press, and obviously the Olympic weightlifting aspects, a little more on this side of the gym.